So now that we got our Pidgey, let's go ahead and go back into town and rest. We need it. Well, now that we passed the last grassy area, let's go ahead and check out Henri's stats. Not bad. And tackle. And it'll learn some decently powerful attacks. Alright, go to the Poke Center. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, there is actually a debate going on among people that are doing Pokemon Let's Plays. Pidgey versus Spearow. Spearow is more offensive than Pidgey, while Pidgey is more defensive. That's actually why I'm picking Pidgey. In a nutshell, Pidgey, eventually Pidgeot and Pidgeot, will actually learn some really good moves, including Wing Attack, a move that Spearow can't learn. So, honestly, I think that the defense is more important in this particular instance, and this is a Spearow. Now, again, Spearow is more speed-oriented, along with the fact that it poses a major threat to us because of its first attack, Peck. Go fucking figure. We actually might want to run away from this fight. There we go. By the way, yes, I do want to do some grinding around here. Now, after this fight, I'll go ahead and off-screen all my grinding, but, we will actually take some time to go around and check out all the Pokemon here. Eventually. Alright. Ow. Yeah. That hurt. Oh, just a little bit. I don't have any more potions. Growl, growl, good. There we go. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the Pokemon Center. What I want to do is get Henri up to level 6 and Gao up to level 11. On that, I will see you all on the other side. Alright, we're back. Now, we actually did learn a couple of attacks over the course of the grinding, so let's go ahead and check it out. First, Henri learned the attack Sand Attack. This is actually going to be a really useful attack. Basically, it reduces accuracy, and it's going to be useful for a while. However, there is another attack that Gao learned that we need to go over. He learned Vine Whip. Now, I'm sure you're looking at the attack power and thinking, well, it's about as strong as Tackle. However, Vine Whip, when learned on Gao, is actually more powerful because of what's called Stab, or same type attack bonus. If you learn an attack that's the same type as your Pokemon's type, or in Gao's case, Grass, it has a 1.5 times bonus to its attack power. So in a nutshell, instead of a 35 attack power for Vine Whip, we're dealing with something like a 52 attack power. Oh, and by the way, Henri also has Stab with normal and flying type attacks because, well, he's normal flying. So, just a little something to look at. Also, we actually do need to come to the Pokemon Mart because there's actually a couple things that we need to get here. First, we need to buy a couple of Pokeballs. I think one will do. Yes. Okay. Now, they actually fixed this. They gave us the ability to buy potions here, so we actually do want to pick up 5. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, the only way you can get money is Pokemon trainers, defeating Pokemon trainers. You will not get money by wild Pokemon until later. And we'll go ahead and discover what that is later. Now, you see that Pokeball? It actually doesn't contain a Pokemon, it contains an item. Now, In the blue version, that tree actually has that item, making it sort of like a secret item. Now, there's actually a reason we're coming back over here. Let's go ahead and see if we can run into what it is that we need to run into. Is it okay? Gow is up. I'll give it a couple of fights, and if we can't find what it is we're looking for, just for the sake of explanation, then we'll go ahead and give up, because we'll probably be able to run into it later. Okay, now it's at this time that we start seeing strengths and weaknesses in terms of types. Now, I'd like you to notice something. Vine Whip is a grass type, and Spearow is a flying type. Again, it's about type offense versus attack type for offense versus Pokemon type for defense. See? Not very effective, which means it dealt half the damage it normally would. Yeah, multiply that by 2. That would have knocked the shit out of that Spearow. However, we do want to use it again because our attack power is pretty much nothing right now. Oh, well, let's just go ahead and move on, because there's actually something that we want to do here. Remember him? You son of a bitch. Yeah, my Pokemon got stronger. And he sent out Pidgey. Okay. I'll counter with Bulbasaur. Leech Seed. Now, it's in fights like this where Leech Seed is particularly useful. Especially considering Pidgey's defense really isn't anything to slouch at. So, we actually do want to use Vine Whip. Okay, maybe not. Let's try Tackle. That didn't do much damage at all. Oh well. Tackle is one of the weakest attacks in the game. Alright. And about to send out Charmander? Yeah, we actually do want to start with Henri at this time. Simply because Charmander might be a quick one and can deal some pretty good damage to Henri. But, you know, there's actually a reason. Yeah, Sand Attack? Extremely useful attack. Go ahead and growl all you want, Charmander. I'm actually not looking to deal any damage to you. Ow. Oh, and by the way, you can Sand Attack somebody up to 5 times. And the more you Sand Attack them, the lower their accuracy is. Which is a really good thing. You know, if you actually pick Charmander, having a Pidgey along that's at least level 5, which is when Pidgey learns Sand Attack, really isn't a bad thing. Because as you get later in this game, you will find that you're at a severe type disadvantage. So having Sand Attack to counter that really isn't such a bad idea. Yeah, Charmander's really not going to be able to hit us very often. Alright. One more ought to do it. Nice. Now, we actually don't want to train Henri too much longer, simply because of a little problem with Pokemon. You see, he was talking about the Pokemon League and how we don't have any badges. Well, these badges are actually really important in more than one way. Well, first, let's go ahead and get into another fight, see if we can run into that special, that other Pokemon. It's not a special Pokemon, it's just one that we haven't seen. Die. Let's give it another couple of fights. But anyway, these badges are actually going to be really important, simply because the more badges you have, the higher you can train your Pokemon, other than your starter. and actually have them listen to you. If we train Henri too much, he will actually start staring blankly into space or just doing whatever the hell he wants. Oh, and by the way, this is the Mankey, the other Pokemon we can run into here. Really, Mankey is a physical offense powerhouse. Tons of speed, great great attack power, however, lacking in every other department. It does evolve into Primeape, and that's also something we never covered with Rattata. Rattata evolves into Raticate. But really, the only reason you'd have Mankey is if you didn't pick Charmander or Squirtle. Because Mankey's type is fighting. So let's go ahead and use the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then move on.